Hello everyone and welcome back to Before the Four. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Monday today. If you're watching this right now at home, make sure you comment what you did this weekend. Did you do anything fun? Did you go anywhere? I really want to know, so make sure you comment. But of course, I am your host, A.J. Wuest, and if you are new to Before the Four, welcome. This is just a little live stream that I do before our evening shows where I talk about WAFF's top stories of the day. And, you know, we like to make it a little fun. Throughout the day, we ask questions on Facebook, and you guys respond accordingly. And, you know, we like to make it super interactive out here. So if this is your first time watching Before the Four, I want to welcome you. And if you are returning to Before the Four, I like to thank you for sticking around and, you know, spending a little bit of your Monday with me. But with all that said, let's dive into today's top stories. Now, starting things off, 48 reporter Matthew King, he has been working all day to get more information on a court document that revealed that over 60 guns were stolen from a pawn shop out in Decatur. Now, it was also revealed that 2 of those 60 stolen guns were taken after a shooting occurred on Friday afternoon. Now, make sure you stick around for the evening newscast for more information on this story. In Huntsville news, and this occurred just last night at the 708 bar, and let me pull it up for you all right here. So this happened at the 708 bar where 5 were shot and injured last night in the shooting off Poplar Avenue just last night. Now, according to police, the shooting happened around 10:30 p.m. Here's some footage from today. Now, fortunately, all 5 of the men who were shot are expected to survive. Huntsville police are still looking for the suspected shooter. Now, stick around for tonight's newscast for any potential updates on this story. Now, another story, staying in Madison County.
16-year-old Jeffrey Wonka, seen here in the striped jumpsuit, was escorted into Judge Rosardi's courtroom this afternoon. Madison County Sheriff Investigator Jason Payne took the stand and explained what he saw at the scene on Barbary Lane in Tony back in August and what he heard on the phone from 911 calls. He says Jeffrey told the operator his dad assaulted him and threatened to handle the situation himself if law enforcement didn't arrive soon. He says there was then a struggle and he heard 3 gunshots and he heard an adult scream and then another shot. Investigator Payne says before Chad Wonka was killed, he called the non-emergency number and was calm and didn't have any weapons on him, but there were some in the house. Investigators say 12-year-old Hunter Wonka told deputies while in the ambulance.
Jeffrey didn't look at none of his family and just found out his lawyer told him not to, but his little brother ignored him too. I'm very pleased with the DA and the work they did for our son, and got a 40-year conviction of Jeffrey for what he did to his father. And I thank Madison County DA, Maddie Wallace, for her hard work in this and bringing justice for our son.
And that was Linda McNamara. I am not sure if you guys could hear what she was saying there. I couldn't hear it personally, but stick around for tonight's newscast for more on that story. Now, out in Morgan County, the city of Decatur, they are set for a new tow truck ordinance, which will change the way repossessions work within the city of Decatur. Let me pull this up for you all. Now, if passed at the meeting tonight in the city of Decatur, the ordinance will require tow truck drivers to contact police before attempting to tow off the vehicle. Now, of course, this ordinance was drafted after the police shooting of Steve Perkins. So stick around for more on this story tonight from 48 Savannah Sap. Now out in the Shoals, 48 reporter Aria Pons, she will be updating you on an animal abuse trial. Now, you guys might be familiar with this animal abuse trial. If you remember Deborah Catledge, she was arrested and charged with over a dozen counts of animal cruelty back in September. Today, her charges were upgraded by a grand jury. Now, today, Catledge, she was indicted on several felony and misdemeanor charges related to the long-term investigation into this case. This all happened as she was waiting for her bench trial. Now, back in September, police seized over 40 surviving dogs and 20 horses were also taken from her property. Of course, this all came after authorities found nearly 30 horses on her property in various states of decomposition.
16-year-old Jeffrey Wonka, seen here in the striped jumpsuit, was escorted into Judge Rosardi's courtroom this afternoon.
Another story, a man was arrested and charged last night after police said they found a dead dog
at the scene on
inside a
Barberry
creek.
Lane
Let me
in
pull
Tony
up his
back in
mugshot
August.
for you all. That's him right there. This happened last night in Florence when officers responded to an animal welfare check near Minnehaha Street. Now, police would eventually locate 33-year-old Kevin Bruce, who you see right there on screen, before taking him into custody. Now, Bruce is currently held at the Lauderdale County Detention Center on a $2,500 bond. He was charged with aggravated animal abuse. A group in Huntsville, they are looking for a dog who disappeared from Mount Sharon Road. This obviously occurred on the night of a police standoff happened last week. And let me pull up a picture of baby girl. That is the dog right there. Now, Lost Paws tracking team is searching for Princess. She is a pug beetle terrier mix who belonged to a man who was shot and killed in Huntsville last week. Now, of course, that shooting happened on Mount Sharon Road. 48 spoke with Lost Paws founder, Beth Beck, and here's a little of what she had to say about this. Here is Beth
We
Beck.
did not know Mr. Bragg. He adopted the dog from a new leash on life, and we happened to know the foster who had this dog before he adopted. We helped her look for another dog last year, and so when the dog turned up missing, she contacted me about getting some help to find this doggy, Princess baby girl. Yeah.
So they are still searching for Princess baby girl, as she said there. In other news, some exciting news tonight, actually. In the Boeing, it's all set to launch 2 astronauts into orbit. The mission is nicknamed the Crew Flight Test. Now, Boeing's Starliner plans to launch around 9:30 p.m. Central Time tonight. Now, stick around with WAFF as we'll be providing a live stream of the historic launch. Also, the Trash Pandas, they are looking to welcome their 1 millionth fan this week as they begin a series against the Mississippi Braves at Toyota Field tomorrow night. Now, based on attendance numbers and ticket sales, the team predicts that the millionth fan will come through the Toyota Field gate sometime either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. And the lucky fan, they're going to be lucky. They're going to receive a prize package. So make sure you come by Toyota Field and grab those tickets in hopes that you will be the 1 millionth fan. And that is about all the time I have for you all today. We are still working to get everything set up back here. I got some stuff moved around. So it's a little bit different out here today doing this. But thank you for sticking around with Before the Four. We didn't get to go to our Facebook segment of the show, but I will not disappoint you guys tomorrow, I promise. But thank you for sticking around. Make sure you tune in to the evening newscasts and make sure you download the 48 digital app for all the breaking news. But with WAFF 48, I'm A.J. Wuest, and I am on your side. Now, you know the drill. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good night.